All right, Samboners, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Samboner Show. Hope everybody's having a real nice day. Just under 3 weeks until Christmas Day. That holiday season is upon us. No better time to be a Samboner. We're talking Dallas Week, Sambone Nation. Dallas Week. If you can't get geeked up for Dallas Week, flip to the next page, because I know one thing's for shit sure. I'm fired up. I am fired up. I'm fired up for Wildcard month. I'm fired up for Christmas. I'm fired up for the Birds. Late season run here. Lots to talk about on today's episode. As usual, we fired up Monday, Tuesday with Mike Gill, Colin Thompson. We shake down the weekend. This is my individual segment. I was going to have the crazy maniac on this afternoon, but he's running crazy down at Bet Parks. I think Colin's heading back to Annapolis. So we're going to let it rip here. Look, just a daily reminder. Quick daily reminder, Samboner. I'm just a Samboner. Look, and honestly, it feels like yesterday we fired up this Samboner show, this podcast. And to this day, I still get anxious. I still get excited. I still get nervous. I was going to pour myself who am I kidding? I did pour myself a cocktail. I realized, I figured it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's the holidays. I got the house to myself. The Christmas tree is lit. I'm back at the bar, feeling good about this week. Oh my God, nothing gets me more excited than the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And we're heading out there. We're heading out to Dallas, Jerry's World. Hey, Jerry, we're here. We'll dive into that in a second. Appreciate everything. I appreciate everybody that supports the show, supports the page. Nothing but a ton of fun here at Samboners. Quick shout in the back to Jack and Colin and those guys, Not For Long Media, producing the shows. A big shout out to our Original Fudge Kitchen, the sponsor of Original Fudge Kitchen. Just a beautiful time to get your fudge game on. Chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter. You know the drill by now, but support the Fudge Kitchen. They support us, and there's a lot of love to be given out there. Another quick shout out to our new friends of the show. Pizza Westchester and Steaks Westchester. I brought these guys up for the first time on Monday's episode. If you have not been out to Westchester, which is practically now the new capital, the new cheesesteak capital of Philadelphia, I knew it. I saw it coming. I saw it coming a million miles away. As soon as that pandemic started to kind of fade out, look, unfortunately, people just don't want to struggle getting into the city anymore. Like, going down to the Flyers game or the Sixers game, for that matter, it takes a good hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. It sucks, man. It's an absolute shit show. So getting into the city and out of the city is a struggle. And now what you're seeing is all these these new South Philly type establishments parking or setting up out in the suburbs. You got Rhoda Pizza out in Maple Glen, Pennsylvania. You got Berardi Brothers over in Southampton. You got Pizza Westchester, Steaks Westchester, Lorenzo's in Westchester. The list goes on and on and on. The cheesesteak game, like I said before, is at an all-time high. I don't really know how they're going to continue, or we're going to continue to evolve. Maybe someone comes up with a brand new cheese like a Velveeta cheddar. Shout out to Uncle Ron. He brought up the Velveeta cheddar action. Like, that could be a huge spin on things. Talk to me, Samboners. Talk to me. But like I said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. We're fired up for the weekend. Another beautiful holiday weekend. The tree is lit. The bar's looking good. The fridge is stocked. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. All right. Let's figure this out. Honestly, like 85, 86 episodes in, and I still have no clue what I'm doing. If you can even imagine that. But I know one thing's for sure. We're having a fun time doing it. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Drive safe. You'll off to the right lane, just in case Mick loses his goddamn mind again. Like, I try my best. Like, you fire up these podcasts and your mind just starts to race. Like, I'm absolutely 1,000% sober. Honestly, I may tie one on later. Honestly, I feel pretty good right now. I thought I was catching a cold. Maybe I do have a cold. Like, I wake up sick and then I kind of fall asleep sick. But in the middle of the day, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to Sambone. I'm ready to hit the gym. I'm ready to hit the bag. I'm ready to podcast. So here goes nothing. Oh, my God. Dude, without further ado, we got to talk about last night's girls' 6th, 7th grade basketball draft. Like, last night might have been one of my best drafts. And I've been coaching youth sports for close to 7-8 years now. And I walked out of that gym last night and I just had a huge smile on my face. I said, there's no way. There's no way we lose a game. I'm calling it right now. Undefeated championship season for team number 2. I couldn't be more thrilled with the squad that I roped together last night. So more updates on that as we continue to, prowl through the season. It's early. The games don't kick off until after Christmas, but we'll keep you posted because I'm telling you right now, this team is absolutely stacked. Hot Roast Pork Month Season 3.0 is officially in the books. Dude, I'll tell you what now. Hot Roast Pork Month Season 2.0 versus 3.0 is like a classic moving day at the PGA Championship or the Masters. And for the first time, we have a new number 1 on the hot roast pork list. I don't think we can say that for the hoagies, cheesesteaks, and some other lists that we have dropped in the past. And we've sort of gotten away from some of the lists, but the lists are great. The lists are exactly what embraces that fun, competitive debate, which is what makes Samboners absolutely awesome. So coming in high. Actually, you know what? I'll reverse it. A 3-time top 10 at number 10. Slid down the poll a little bit because there are some new players coming in that are just doing some deadly, deadly work. I will say, hot roast pork, and not to get caught up on hot roast pork sandwiches. You probably already turned the fucking podcast off. Fuck. God damn it. But anyway, if you're still there, you're still listening, that is a Philadelphia staple through and through. Cheesesteak is 1, hoagie is 2, and hot roast pork is 3. And then obviously on a wild card front, we'll get into that in a little bit, like tomato pies and Philly pretzels and tasty. But when it comes to the sandwiches, hot roast pork is another Philly staple, but I just don't feel like it gets enough love. Honest to God, I Sambone about 7 or 8 hot roast porks in November. I almost felt like I was hanging on a limb, but I was enjoying every single second of it. It's a lost art. It really is. So seriously, there's no rules in Samboners. Get your hot roast pork game on. So coming in at 10, Jack's Place, right in the Northeast, right off of Comley Avenue as you're heading on to 95. Usually there's 2 sweethearts in there. Jack passed away years ago, but there's 2 sweethearts in there holding it down. And this place is it's a fucking gem, man. It's a hole in the wall. They got great cheesesteaks. They got great hoagies. Their hot roast pork is just, it shouldn't be 10. I should have kept it at 5 or 6, but they're in the top 10. Gazzos. Look, I didn't Sambone Gazzos. I've been to Gazzos for their cheesesteak, but we've had a lot of Gazzos coming in. And at the end of the day, we had a buzzer beater Sambone with a Gazzos. And just, from an eye test standpoint, there's a lot that goes into the eye test. There's a lot that goes into Sambone Nation voicing their opinion. So many people get the Gazzos. The minute I saw this hot roast pork, who was it that Sambone? That dude was cool as shit. Oh, God, what an ultimate Samboner. I forget your name, buddy. I'm sorry. Can't remember it all. But they came in at 9. Gazzos continues to kill it. Truck action, Pottstown, PA. Keep crushing it, boys. Number 8, Collegeville Bakery. I don't even think the Collegeville Bakery likes me that much. I've never been to the Collegeville Bakery. My brother has been to the Collegeville Bakery. Yo Neary practically lives at the Collegeville Bakery. These guys have probably had a combined 20, 25 hot roast porks in their day. And, they're always in the 9s, The drunken cutlet is what they want me to come out and Sambone next. Hopefully I can get out there. My apologies for have never been to the Collegeville Bakery, but they come in at 8. And we're probably losing followers by the minute. Number 7, Tony and Nick's, the old Tony Luke's. Can't sell out Tony Jr. Number 6, a new name on the top 10 list, the Tillo's Delicatessen, right in the Ronhurst section of Philadelphia, coming in at 6. That place is absolute dynamite. Everything they do there is great. Pisano's at number 5. We heard you loud and clear. Pisano's. I think a good 350 people, one in my neck. Not my neck. Fuck, man, I suck at this today. But Pisano's is crushing it. And for that, Sambone Nation, appreciate you rising up and voicing your opinion. They're at number 5. Number 4, they've been on the list for all 3 years. Skip Back Italian Market. If you've never got the Skip Back, they absolutely crush it. Number 3, John's Roast Pork. Number 2, Tommy DeNix. And the new number 1 hot roast pork goes to our friends at High Street. High Street Philly, High Street Hoagies. enough is said. Go watch my review. These guys are baking their own bread. They're marinating their own hot roast pork. They are putting all sorts of TLC into this thing. I have never had a better hot roast pork in my entire life. Dog is barking at the door. Hopefully nobody's walking in. It's probably just another package because the Amazon and UPS truck is coming up and down my road roughly 5 to 10 times a day. Like if I had to put an over-under on how many times I saw the UPS and the Amazon truck come up and down my road, I'd say a good number would be like 12 and a half. And if you're smart, you would take the over. So that's that, Sambo Nation, right? We throw out these months, it's just to put some context into place. When we started this Samboners back in 2019, again, we didn't launch till 2020. The big concept around like what made Samboners fun was a couple things, right? The quest for the best, the sandwich of the month, where you were going that day, how long it was going to take you to drive. Like it wasn't about the money. It was about supporting the local businesses, especially during the pandemic when everybody was out and just suffering and people were bugging out. Nobody wanted to go out. Like, give me a break already. All right, so you had to wear the mask, fine. But like you had to get out there and support these local businesses. And that was just the time for us that like all the light bulbs started to come on. We had this lingo. We had the tagline. We wanted to support local businesses. So, to make it, more of a fun, cultural, competitive thing, we rolled out the months. And, we've gotten to a point where we're 3 years in and we just start shaking it up and we throw all kinds of audibles into the mix. So it's not always about the sandwich. It's about the Samboner experience. It's about the personality, the character, and really at the end of the day, just have some fun with it. So, with that said, we're transitioning into Wildcard month. We're coming off hot and heavy with some grilling season, beer season, hoagies, cheesesteaks, hot roast pork, and here we are, Wildcard month. Anything goes. I'm sipping on a little bourbon, a little ginger. Why not, right? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Take a look, take a sip. So with that said, hot roast pork 3.0 is officially in the book. Shout out to our good friends, Pete's Famous Pizza and Moustaki Authentic Gyros. I'm telling you right now, Gus and Pete, love what you guys are doing. Can't thank you enough for all the love and support. If you guys are downtown or in the Fishtown area, Logan Square area, hit up Moustaki, hit up Pete's Famous Pizza. Very family friendly. Dude, the pizza, it's so funny. Like the irony, right? And the pizza at Pete's is incredible. I will say it's incredible. But the pizza at Moustaki, like this Greek style pizza, this square, like very crunchy crusted pizza. Even Pete will tell you, like every time we sit down and eat it, it's like, dude, this is so good. Like, I think this pizza might be better than Pete's, but at the end of the day, pizza is kind of like your authentic Italian type of pizza. And this is more of like a Greek cuisine style pizza, but you got to try it. I'm telling you, it's very, very good. I've already had some really good feedback from people who have stopped down and checked it out, which is exciting, which means people are listening, which is just surprising, honestly, because, if 10 people fired this up or, 100 people fired this up, I'm sure there's only about 10 people listening. No, I can't say that because it's exciting. All right, Mick, get it together. You really are going to lose your followers, but that's all right. Now it's time to talk Philadelphia Eagles, talk a little Dallas Cowboys. We'll talk about the NFL. You know what? Let's talk about the NFL first. Let's talk about the current Super Bowl odds right now. The current Super Bowl odds are the 49ers at plus 350, the Eagles at plus 500, Chiefs plus 550, Ravens plus 650, Dolphins plus 750. You got Cowboys plus 900. Hold that thought. Cowboys plus 900. Lions plus 1,800, Jags plus 2,400, and the Bills plus 3,500. Okay? It's starting to kind of really starting to narrow down. Like Bills 3,500. The fact that they're like 10th on the list and they need to pretty much win outright goes to show you that there's only a certain amount of teams here that are likely going to win the Super Bowl. Okay? Right. I'm no fantasy or Vegas guru. I'm no Jimmy Feist, if you will. But at the same time, like, riddle me this, Samboners. Ready? Riddle me this, okay? A couple weeks back, the Philadelphia Eagles were -3 against the Dallas Cowboys at the Lincoln Financial Field, right? I was kind of flabbergasted by that because at the time, I don't think the Cowboys were playing that well. I thought the line should have been like 4.5, 5. That's either here nor there. Fast forward a couple weeks, the Eagles are now taking the road, headed to Jerry's World. Woo-hoo, yeah, Jerry! Give me a break. Heading to Jerry's World to play against the Cowboys, who are plus 900. Now, granted, the Eagles are plus 500, which means Vegas thinks they are the better team. They have the better chance to win the Super Bowl. But the Cowboys on Sunday are minus 3.5. So again, how does it even make any sense? How does it make any sense? Why are they 3.5? We were 3. We're plus 500 to win the Super Bowl. They're plus 900. The Lincoln Financial Field is one of the hardest places to play. So are you saying that Jerry World is a harder place to play than Lincoln Financial Field? Is that what's going on right now? Give me a goddamn break. Seriously. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say the Cowboys suck. I'm not. I think Dak Prescott's an absolute choke artist, but I think Micah Parsons is just a force to be reckoned with. We definitely got to contain him. These nuts or whatever. What's the receiver? He's an absolute stud too. Look, I'm sure they're good. They're equipped, but we got their number. Like I'm telling you right now. I feel so confident, and hopefully this isn't going to backfire on me, but I have never felt more confident about the Philadelphia Eagles going into Dallas and blowing the goddamn doors off them. Honestly, that's how good I feel about this team. We continue to be the underdogs. How on God's earth is a 10-2 football team the underdog? God damn it. I told you not to freak out. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm so sorry, Sam owners. I lost my shit. See, I lost my shit. I get so excited. I don't know how to contain my excitement. And there's probably a good reason why I have like my own little individual segment. And we're going to grow this show. We're going to bring on guests. We're going to do some live shows in 2024. We're going to continue to shake it up with Gil and Thompson. There's all good things happening here, but like, oh God. It's a good feeling. It really is. It's a good feeling. All right, I'm going to dive into my picks of the week. I mean, honestly, I should be the one making these lines. Vegas Mick, call me. Vegas Mick. All right, today's picks brought to you by our good friends at Hank's Sauce. Keep plugging away at that promo code Sambone. Appreciate all the love and support. Mick's picks of the week brought to you by Hank's Sauce. Promo code Sambone. All right, here's where we're going to go. We're going to go with the Bears. Like, I love betting shitty football teams. There's no more like gratification betting on a shitty football team, and then when that shitty football team loses by like 40 points. But in this particular case, like very similar instance, right? Who do they play? I know this. They play the Lions. The Bears are playing the Lions. The Lions are 9-3. The Lions are plus 1,800 to win the Super Bowl. The Bears are like plus 90,000 to win the Super Bowl, and the line is only 3.5. So here's how I see it. Everybody's going to be on the Lions, and I'm going to take the other side and likely be wrong, but I'm sticking with the Bears. Sticka. Hot sausage. Next, I'll go with the Cleveland Browns -3 at Jacksonville. I'm sorry, at home versus Jacksonville. Dude, the Browns are coming off 2 losses, and the Jags just lost Trevor Lawrence. Again, this almost looks a little too easy. The line is likely a little light, but maybe it's not because the Browns are coming off 2 losses. That said, I think the Browns bounce back and keep their playoff hopes alive. I'm going to go Cleveland Jobs, a.k.a. Browns, for the pick. And then last but not least, I already reeled it off. It's Lock City, baby. It really is. The Birds, plus 3.5. Like, give me a break. If anything, it should be 3. But no, it really shouldn't. It should be like pick 'em because we are in a better position or a better spot. We are a better football team. No, I'm sorry. Who is it? Stephen A. Smith? Stephen A. Smith actually has the Cowboys ranked 2 and the Eagles ranked 4. Isn't that cute, Stephen A. Smith? You're the only fucking Nimrod that has the Eagles behind the Cowboys. But look, that's either here nor there. I'm telling you right now, man, there's some sort of like crock of shit going on. But you'll find out soon enough why we continue to be the underdogs and we continue to prevail. Because come Sunday night football, the tunes will be ripping and the Samboners will be flying high. What's the story with Big Dom, by the way? I mean, Big Dom. Like, what is the story with Big Dom? Did he get fined? Like, has anybody ever like finalize that? Did he get fined? Did he get suspended? Because I think we should suit him up. I really do. I think we should put some pants and some pads on this dude. And like, honest to God, put him out there to just fuck somebody up, dude. This guy is the man. I mean, he is the man. Now, granted, like, look, I get it. You put your hand on him and you should have likely just protected your own player. But like, dude, it was quick. Like, he quickly broke up the play. And then that guy quickly threw his freaking sucker punch in his chin. Like, what are you supposed to do? Walk? Like, I don't know, man. Like, that could have been way worse. I think this entire story has been blown out of proportion, and people just live for this, love talking about shit like this. But at the end of the day, this story has been blown out of proportion. It was a quick little scuffle between player, coach, security officer, whatever you want to call them, and that was it, right? That was it. But at the end of the day, it's under a microscope, and everybody wants to make a big deal about it. And that's that. And that is that. And that's why we are giddy up for the NFL. We're giddy up for Wildcard month. Oh, man. I kicked off Wildcard month yesterday at this place called Deli on 4th. It's a chicken cheesesteak, honestly. I should have went to like the boathouse again and just slammed home a couple beers, had some wings. That's the real Wildcard. Wildcard month is all about letting loose. Wildcard month is about just going out there and just, being yourself and Samboner, whatever you damn please. It could be cheesesteaks. It could be pizza. It could be hoagies. Maybe showcase a little bourbon action like right here. I love this shit, man. I love this bullet bourbon. Little straight bourbon whiskey, easy like $30, $32 a bottle. You cannot go wrong with a little $30, $32 bottle. Like, I like the Crown Royal, the Seagrams even for the mixers, but that's either here or there. It's Wildcard month. The Christmas lights are flying high. I'm on my quest to find the best. Christmas lights. Saw some real good action down on a walk last night with the Will Wesley Pooh. I saw some really good action over by the Cricket Club off of Flowertown Road, Joshua Road. But anybody else got them? We like taking cruises. We love taking the family out and take our little quest to find the best lights. And just like that, we're running out of topics. We really are. We are running out of topics. Man, what a disaster of a show today. I really screwed this one up. I can do better than this, Samboner. I gotta get better. I really do. I gotta get better than this. I'm struggling to get into, like, I love the Sixers. I love the Flyers even. I just struggle to get into the regular season play. How about like Halliburton, dude? Halliburton's quickly becoming one of the best point guards in the NBA. Like, couldn't we have gotten him for Ben Simmons at one point? Instead, in return, we got James Harden. Like, that's a thing too. Like this, I love the Sixers. I love going down. We've been to a game or whatever, but like, trust the process. Like, trust my asshole. Honestly, like, this has been going on for 6, 7, 8 years. Like, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, Joel Embiid is the process. That was a quick cover up, but trust what process? Like, at the end of the day, are we ever going to win a championship? And I know that sounds very spoiled, but I'm not spoiled, right? I want a city championship. I want an NBA city championship in my lifetime. And for what it's worth, I thought at one point, in 2020 through 2030, we were likely going to catch 4 or 5. And here we are about to turn the page of 2024, and we're not even favorites. Dude, it sucks. Here's the question. I mean, with respect to what Danny Briere and Keith Jones are doing, is there a good chance the Flyers win the Stanley Cup before the Sixers win the NBA championship? How about that one for you? There's a social media clip that might get some engagement. Why don't you drop a comment, Samboners? Holy shit. Fuck me right in the algorithm. All right. I think that's it. Again, we're going to keep shaking it up. We're going to keep trying to have some fun. I'm going to keep on Samboning. I hope you keep on Samboning too. And until next time, Samboner out. Love y'all. Pop that Sambone, and baby, it's on. Dropping